Tonight on Mystery.
Something in that report got Tim Bolton killed, and Ferguson wanted him out of the way more than anyone.
The job's over, Miss Gray.
What are you worried about, Superintendent? That Laura and I'll find out something that we shouldn't.
Helen Baxendale stars in An Unsuitable Job for a Woman on Mystery.
You're on the right track, but you're looking in the wrong place. There's someone you haven't spotted. The police are ignoring it, but you shouldn't.
Looking for something? We take the mystery out of searching the internet. Looksmart.com, proud to sponsor Mystery on PBS.
And by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Cordelia Gray may be new to the detective game, but she's already learned one of the fundamental truths of the trade. The police don't like private investigators. It's a matter of professional pride. Spying on cheating spouses hardly compares to investigating murders. So Cordelia is understandably surprised that her latest client is a Scotland Yard detective, but less surprised when he offers her a case he clearly considers an unsuitable job for a policeman. That turns out to be true enough, in more ways than Cordelia imagines. Part 1 of Playing God.
Here on holiday? Have a nice stay.
You okay? No one clocked you? No one see you?
Nothing.
If anyone asks, I'm your uncle, okay?
I think it's about time we discuss terms.
Don't worry, Mrs. Barrington. Oh, I'm sure we can help you. Yes, thank you. Goodbye. Have we got a job? Her name's Fifi. She's been missing for 24 hours. Last seen in Islington. All the details came round this morning by courier. She's a schnauzer.
We don't do animals, Edith.
A day's work at the most. We could have named our price.
Is that what we've come to?
I don't think we're in a position to be fussy. You're bound to be depressed. Bereavement isn't something you get over like a cold.
He was a good friend, Edith. But we were never going to be together.
Well, we're not busy. Why don't you take a few days off?
I'd really rather be here.
In which case a job would be useful.
I know. And something will turn up. Who is it? Well, come in. Superintendent Ferguson.
Miss Gray,
I wasn't aware you had my home address.
there was something I thought you might be interested in, but I hadn't realized. I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
No, wait, I am still working. So, what's the job?
My daughter Laura, she's about your age, I imagine. She's involved with a man called Tim Bolton. He's a GP.
And he's married.
No, it's not that. But she's very vulnerable. She tends to fall for men who will hurt her.
Let's go out later. Yeah?
Let's go away.
I can't just take off.
Doctors are allowed holidays, aren't they? Can't you just leave it?
Well, it might be the surgery.
Who was it?
I'll deal with it later.
When her mother died, she went, rather crazy.
In what way crazy?
She dropped out, got into difficulties, blew most of her money, or mother's money, traveling. I don't want her to lose everything.
And how much has she got?
I'm not sure what's left. 10 grand at the most.
It's hardly a fortune, is it? Don't you think that she might be old enough to look after herself?
She's already proved she can't.
Well, why don't you talk to this Dr. Bolton?
Well, Laura keeps our lives totally separate. I've never met him, nor am I likely to. I want you to follow him.
If my father had done this to me, Superintendent, I don't think I could have forgiven him.
I'm asking you to help me save her.
And what if I prove you wrong?
You won't. Here's your advance. You've got 3 days to come up with something.
Hang on a minute.
I ran a credit check, Miss Gray. You need the money.
I need to talk to you.
Well, there's plenty of time for that, too.
No. I mean, really talk. We need some time alone.
Okay, look, I'll get a week. I promise you. Soon.
You do want it, don't you?
Of course I do. Look, give me an hour, okay? I'll bring back some food. I need to talk to you two.
Well, you're not the only one with secrets, Tim.
I've told you. They're not bloody having it. They don't give a shit about our problems. Look, do you understand? You find the money or the whole thing goes down.
I've been thinking about work.
Morning, Edith.
And in the absence of any other
I
jobs.
was offered one yesterday from Superintendent Ferguson.
The super? If we do a good job for him, he could put all sorts of work our way.
I haven't accepted it yet, though.
Why not?
He's hiring us to dish the dirt. He doesn't like the sound of his daughter's boyfriend.
You can't turn down a perfectly good job because you don't like the client.
I don't know, it just doesn't feel right.
Cordelia, you cannot afford to be choosy. You have to start planning for your future and the baby's.
Or maybe you could phone him to confirm. Dr. Bolton, please. Cordelia Gray for 10:30.
Okay, let's see.
I'm staying with a friend of mine. She rang for me.
I'm sorry, don't seem to be able to find you on my list.
Oh. Actually, I'm not feeling too well.
Doctor?
Oh.
Now just take some deep breaths. Let's sit you down over
Hey,
there.
are you Dr. Bolton?
She Tim?
I'm just going in to see him.
Well, actually,
Now just sit down. That's it. Head down. Head down. Margaret, go and get Tim, will you? I'm late for calls already.
So how are you doing now?
Much better, thank you.
This ever happened before?
No, never. That's not London, is it?
No, it's a voluntary thing. I go out with a team of medics. Frontline stuff.
Wow.
Nice to feel you're really needed. So why are you really here?
Backache. Especially when I lie down.
And heartburn, constipation, cramp, insomnia.
Well, that kind of thing. It was nice enough. He certainly seemed very pally with the other partner, and I can't see that money's an issue.
Well, Superintendent Ferguson must suspect something, or he wouldn't have...
Hang on. Come on, turn round. That's it, turn round.
Interesting.
Looks like it could be. Child. Must be his partner's wife.
You don't need a telephoto lens to see what's going on there. Looks like the superintendent was right.
He's gonna be so smug.
Come on. Go to bed, you're exhausted. We've got what he wanted. I'll type it all up tomorrow.
No. He hired us for 3 days. And that is what we're gonna do.
Hope you like the room, Petra. This should do the trick.
Before you know it, you'll be on your way home.
Hello, I'm Laura Ferguson. I've arranged to withdraw some cash. £5,000.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Next, please. Good morning. Edith Brown. I phoned earlier. Your colleague said he'd leave me a statement. Thank you.
So how much was it?
I couldn't see because they took her into a private room.
Must have been a lot then.
Oh, I'm sure I heard her ask for 5,000.
So he is after her money. Why does he want it?